Good morning, guys. A great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. So the election has come and gone, and everybody in suspense. Like Critic, when? Where's the result? Who win? Well, that information is yet to come forth. As you should all know, only GCOM could say who win. Jagdio say what he think, Narton, Page, AP and Utakin, what they think. Numbers speak for themselves. I think the real discussion that is being had right now is everybody thought that the PPP taking over the whole place. We all thought. Now the funny truth is, on several occasions, you're there doing interviews and all that thing. On the sidelines, I would ask Jagdio, what's the game? What's the end game here? It so happens Jagdio plays a long game. It's like a creep up thing. So in Georgetown, in 2011, the PPP had 3 seats. Georgetown. In 2015, they had 3 seats. In 2018, they had 7 seats. There's a growth by 4. At this election, it seems that they're going to grow by another 3 or 4 seats. Now, to run Georgetown, you need about 15 seats. 16 seats, as a matter of fact, to make a decision on a council of 30 councillors. So their game, from all intent and purposes, is a long game. Now, if the PPP did or has done what they have done in Georgetown in only 2 years, and that equates to 3 seats, what's going to happen in the next 2 years for 2025? That's what they're looking at it. I can't read for them. That's how they're looking at it. And today, during the course of the day, I'll make sure that the information will be forthcoming. The thing is, outside all of this, I hear the opposition is talking about what the government get robbed. The people have their choice. The people have their choices. And the government did what they need to do for the people of this country. Now, Ganesh Maipal, I see here, I can't understand how they come up with these things. Ganesh put in a group here. Let me see what he's saying here. How after all they spend, you got to spend for the people. What's the whole intention? So there was an accident on the highway. We done campaigning. I ain't post up flags and cinema. There was an accident on the highway. Let me see if I get it here. This is mass confusion. And I want to take way too long from the real issues here. And people want to hear about election. How do I download this, boy? Oh, I'll show you just so. So there was an accident on the highway that's left 2 men dead. But now I seen like the man and family come out and a fight broke out here. Says Bear, what happened last night? Let me see if I got the footage for you. Yeah, Tracy.
Hi, Critic. What I'm looking at is we're crying out. The Guyanese are crying out for the flooding. They're crying out for the accidents on the road. They're crying out about the encumbrances on the road. They're crying out about the flooding. They're crying out for everything. But the thing about Guyanese people, we don't get the power for a-holes and make a change. I don't know if we expect Jesus Christ to come down from the heavens and change it, but I can tell you it's a secret. The Bible said Jesus don't suffer fools gladly. So Jesus Christ and one no part of Guyanese and Guyana and stupidity. Unless we get the power for a-holes and make a positive change and vote for a positive, we will have flooding, we will have carnage on the roads, we will have encumbrances on the road, and we will have all the madness going on.
Well, Tracy, the honest truth is, Guyanese have voted. Now, if you vote for a council in an area, you have to depend on that council to deliver.
Yeah, but
so we got to follow up and see how that councillor delivers.
They're voting for the same people over and over again and expecting a change. Critic, you can't want to change your life and you're still doing the same thing. So listen to me, it's like if you're smoking drugs as a junkie. You want to stop smoking drugs, but every morning in the fucking drug yard smoking cocaine. Or in your rum shop drinking rum and expect to be sober. What are you really telling me, Critic? Oh, Jesus Christ, is simple maths, Critic.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I can't. No, people have a choice. I am saying as a result. No, you see them people with an accident just now. Somebody has died, right? And there are many accidents that I go and cover, and the response is different. Them people is of a certain mental level.
Yes.
that
Somebody dying, you know.
when they face the pressures of hardship and the situation of the family there, they act, they respond differently. They cuss up, they want broke up and beat up. You'd meet other people, same die, and some family member die for them, and they respond emotionally different because of whatever background, educational, wherever. You understand? So you're dealing with a society. You're dealing with a society. Nobody noticed when Christopher Jones is talking about the fact that the ghettos, they see themselves as the kings and queens of the ghettos. Now, how can you talk about where there's a drug lord? There's only drug lords that facilitate ghettos.
That's true. That's true too.
You understand? Is the PNC a drug lord organization talking about ghetto? How you could call you people ghetto? It is unfortunate the situation that these communities are in, and we have to work to develop them. Now, let me read what my pal Ganesh said. Right? Let me get heating what he said.
All right.
We talk. So Ganesh says here, my initial reaction as we are awaiting GCOM's declaration is my personal opinion the PPPC lost the local government elections. Although they made some progress in APNU strongholds, the PPP spent exorbitant amounts of money on APNU stronghold and across Guyana. Now he's identifying this as a problem, an issue. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning, Critic.
Yes, brother.
I got a little issue, my brother, right? That guy, you vote for Apple yesterday by mistake. I want to take a change of it.
Black. Yeah. So Ganesh is saying and laughing that the PPP spend money per day, people. So day people is not Guyanese. You imagine you representing somebody, you telling another about don't get him nothing. Me go get him. Partner, let me tell you something. Y'all know I got insight. I feel the same way you feel. I feel the same way you feel. I feel the people ungrateful. You know what Jack Dio say? You know what Jack Dio feel? You know what the president of this country feel? 2 o'clock this morning, I said these people ungrateful by way all the part. The president said, no, you gotta do work for the people, you gotta do work for getting, you can't sit down. Jagger identify how he gained, when he had 1 vote, he gained 500 votes in places like Sapphire. So he looking at it from a different perspective. I there in the same boat with y'all. They ain't got no doom and gloom over by them man camp. Them man watching a different thing, and all the time I've been asking, so what is the strategy? What is the strategy? And Jagdio's strategy was to gain by 10%. It so happens in Georgetown, he gained by more than 25%. If he get 3 more seats, he had 7 seats. He gained by 50%. Them band engaged you for 1 seat. They had 7, they get 10. You imagine, and this is local government elections. People not too adamant about local government elections. While Ganesh is saying, I am telling you, I share the same sentiments where everybody share. Like these people are ungrateful. While Ganesh is making laugh and saying that because what should have happened? If these are your supporters and they get things, right? Here, my initial reaction as we await GCOM's declaration, I mean, in my personal opinion, The PPP lost the local government elections, although they made some progress in AP and new strongholds. PPP spent exorbitant amount. What in any case you have to PPP and giving nobody nothing free? When they did the general elections, they talk about building roads across Guyana. They got to do the whether you vote or you vote for them. And I can tell you, I would tell you this. Jagger wouldn't want to tell you that. Jagger wouldn't want to. I said one of these people is an ungrateful set of people with the kind of money we all spend. Jagger said, we as a government for people. You got to give the people, plus the PPP has given the people the choice to decide. You seeing democracy in progress. Nobody rigged no election. No, when the results going to be coming out, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game. Because the PPP has made inroads and movements in areas where this is stronghold. And if you look at the PNC campaign is, hey, I can keep me wife. What would your wife have done? Or what would you have done your wife to have to say, to be uncomfortable with the fact that there's a possibility your wife could have left you? The PNC campaign that we will win our strongholds is like saying, hey, don't worry, you can't take me wife. I can keep me wife. And then you go in your wife's phone and find out your wife texting the man. They're just like cheating. Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, morning.
Talk to me.
So I just listened, I just turned on you there and I listened. But what I follow so far is that pretty much I know the results, the official results are not out as yet, but pretty much what Guyanese Paul said is that the PPP probably did make a little impact in some of the Apnu stronghold.
Well, I can tell you, not a little impact. From inside, they move exactly where they wanted to move. Because normally what would happen with the kind of campaign the PNC put out, the PPP would have gone back. You understand? Any number up is a number for them. They didn't play a game for win necessarily all the seats and everything. They just wanted to make inroads in the PPM area, in the PNC areas.
Right, and like you said, what VP said, Vice President Jagdio, that the people have a choice at the end of the day. They got to know from now till general election or the next local government election or at general election 2025, whoever they vote for, what they're going to do from them.
No, well, again, no, it's going to happen.
Right.
Because city councils got to clean drains and deal with flooding. The city council, the people in the areas voted for councillors that they expect to deliver to them, right?
Right.
So when they get their flooding, no. The campaign all the years to 2025 will be based on councillors and what they can do. If you voted for a man with no hand for cook roti for you, you understand?
So be it if you get stale roti coming from your neighbor.
Right? So
Or you get yourself.
So that is the problem. So if you here, I telling you, I share everybody's sentiments. I watch. And I continue getting ups. Because they're there, all the news people, they're waiting for see what information will come out and so, right? And I'm telling you, Jag News, I said these people are ungrateful. Jag News say, you have to do and continue working and doing for the people.
But
There's a difference in the leadership, you know, what goes on here.
Yeah, but here they say, in my personal opinion, right, you're not going to just get, if you have, let's use small numbers. If you have 10 people voting for you and you got 40 people voting for the next group, for you to win some of the 40, it just don't happen overnight. I mean,
No.
you're happy that the people...
No, but here, again, a lot of this dismay that is presently upon us as we wait for the election results come from the fact that the PNC come out and say, they win Madyo. They don't win Madyo yet. They win Bartica. They don't win Bartica yet. There are areas that they get ties. You understand? There are areas that significant moves were made. Now, I am saying, imagine a political party having to say, I gotta get back my wife. What would you have done to your wife to not have the confidence that is your wife? You gotta look at the psychological effect. Hold for me. Let me see if I get some results here. Yeah, bro, talk to me. Okay, Roger. Safe. So, Jag, you had an update last night. Let me hear what, and that might give you a lot of insight as to. Hear what I tell you, me there, all of it in the same boat. Me a watch and thinking, yeah, bro.
Yeah, sorry. I want to make a point. I just like to make a point because I know people will be watching, following. Now, in this Christopher Jones, I am happy that we can have a strong opposition. I'm not saying that we should not. We should. This country needs a strong opposition. Country also needs a quality opposition leader. Mr. Norton is no fit of an opposition leader. I hope the APNO can get that right, and that's one. Secondly, now with the likes of Christopher Jones and the Ganesh Mahipal, now if you're talking about development and you stymie a government from going into your place and build the place up, tell the people, let them build. But at the end of the day,
it's just political strategies, buddy. It's just political strategies.
Right, but what I'm saying is that there is no way that these places going to be built under APNO because these you could remember the past, right? The government or the president of the past government talk about planted chip. This government is talking about we need workers, we need construction, we need contractors, we need people to build the country. Look at the difference. Look who turning contractors now. I'm happy. Not just one set of people it must go into every community and help the community. So whether the people are Linden or whoever don't vote for them into the amount, they still got to do work. They still have to
Bro,
do
I'm
work.
telling you, here the man. Me tell you them man there behind the scenes. Right? And when me see them jump up and excited with numbers, I calculate who you jumping up for because we expect winning is winning seats. You understand? Them man ain't winning control. Thinking about winning seats, them man thinking about winning hearts and minds. You understand? Like me calculating is a dollar value. But as politicians, you're seeing the difference in how politicians see the people. Because me, I tell y'all, I is not no politician. I want no part and part with this politics. Because if I say going to do something, they're going to do it. You understand?
What's going to happen though, right? I think what's going to happen. Let me tell you what happened here. The people put on the clothes and they come to the lake. They might vote for you today. But the people are watching for see what happening in the party, in the lake. And
no, but again, you got to watch voter turnout. Local government elections, all the years have not been no big thing. So you got to watch your voter turnout. We got to do some numbers. We got to do some proper analysis. And I think it's going to be a late show. Everybody got called in and we going to go backward and forward. We got to be like Ganesh. If we get the opposition leader, we got to get everybody in. Today, during the course of the day, when I left here, I going on the Freedom House to find out what is the numbers, what going on, so I can be able to give you all things. I'm going to run through some stats.
I don't know if you bring this on, but I was trying to send it to you. It slipped away when I saw it on Facebook. So the sanctimonious gangster with it, this guy from America they talk about, made a statement before yesterday, talking about, I forget exactly, but if I find, I know if you get it, if you heard the statement for the past president said in a 6-minute speech. But
no word, man. He irrelevant. You can't come back from the dead and want to be a living. So, hey, Tony, we talk, bro. We talk. So this is an update from what Jagdio said last night, if you missed it. Right?
So, thank you for being so patient. In an interview I did earlier, I said that
Yes, Jagdio giving his take with the numbers what he get.
A bit more about the preliminary results we're getting from tabulating statements of poll that have been coming in. And so it seems as though it's an extremely big night for the PVP. Extremely big. And I believe that APNU has been on the air since very early from the close of polls. And I think they also know it's a big night for the PVP. And therefore they're engaged in a kind of consolation for themselves. You know, they're, as they often do, talk a lot and try to obfuscate the real results. So from our preliminary numbers, the PPP will win, we believe at this stage, over 65 of the 80 local government areas that are on the contest. That's big. Secondly, we will take some of the towns that were previously under APNU. Thirdly, in Georgetown, we will win more constituencies than we won in the past, and the vote differential between the PPP and APNU in 2018 will be significantly small. So it means we'll do extremely well in Georgetown. It's unbelievable for me because, as I said before, regardless of the results today, that the PPP has already demonstrated that it is the only multi-ethnic party that is capable of bringing a crowd together that is made up of people of all races in this country. And we demonstrated that. I made it clear, too, that it's very difficult to win in the stronghold of another party, but we made a valiant attempt. We waged a good campaign, and we did, and the results will be evident to everyone. Now, it's pathetic, purely pathetic, and Christopher Jones will say, oh, Jagdio may have a sleepless night, but they have a really sleepless week and months ahead of them. So, because all they're talking about, oh, we're projecting that we're winning in Linden. Now, Linden is your stronghold. You're projecting we're winning in New Amsterdam and Georgetown. Unbelievable that a party, you know, it's like me saying and projecting that in LBI the PPP is going to win tonight, when we could practically win all the votes in LBI. And so it's a kind of pathetic sort of behavior that they've engaged in. But it's all to make the excuses. The excuse about, first of all, losing massively. So they're hoping that by tonight, the first impression will be the lasting impression. It shall not be. We will not allow that to happen. Tomorrow when I give you the details, because I want to win.
And I'll be going in to get these details.
WhatsApp images of SOPs that are
when I leave here, I'll be going in to get those numbers for you, right? But I want you to get an understanding. I am telling you, I see the same thing you see, feel the same thing you feel. You understand? I'm looking at it. The people now have to know that are they going to hold the councillors that they choose accountable, whether the councillors are PVP or a PNC. You understand? You got to hold them accountable. You can't choose a PNC councillor, then holler the PVP ain't doing nothing for you. Right? So listen to this.
Come in, but I want to wait until all the SOPs come here, where we can actually sit with them and go through these. And then you will see the actual results that we know would show major inroads in the city, major inroads into New Amsterdam, Particle and Madhya. We may be tied in these two areas from our preliminary results, but we have the plurality of the votes. We want more votes than APNU in both areas on the basis of the preliminary results that came into us. These are two towns that were controlled by APNU. We believe because, although they might be tied now, but because of us winning the plurality of the votes, we will win these areas. This is clearly a result that we had hoped we would get, we were working towards, and it materialized. And we are grateful to the tens of thousands of people who campaigned with us, who were the backers to our list, who are candidates wherever they are, who fiercely contested, but they remain decent. They stayed on message, the message of progress. And tonight I want to say thank you to all of them. And some of them were very excited and enthusiastic, and might be a bit disappointed that we didn't win everything in the whole country. But that may happen someday. Right now, we have to contend with the wonderful results that we believe we got out of these local government elections, and these will make our work in 2025 significantly easier. So that's all I'm going to say tonight. Thank you to all the candidates, thank you to the backers, to the activists who worked very hard today. We want to thank the GCOM officials and the police for all the work they did. Across the country, the poll was successful, and we're very, very pleased with the results. And please do not listen. If you're a sucker for punishment, then go to the APNU and listen to these people. They're a bunch of liars. They've been misleading people before. The same Christopher Jones who've been talking was the one who spread rumors about us wanting to sell private properties in Georgetown. If you gotta be really stupid to believe what they're saying, because they lie about everything, and you will see the results. If they can sell this as a win when they got practically wiped out around the country, not a single NDC in Region 2, not a single NDC in Region 1, not a single NDC in Region 3. 1 NDC winning on these bands. That's the kind of pattern that we see. They were practically wiped out in many parts of the country, and in their stronghold, they have a big challenge. Imagine they were projecting in the city, but this is my stronghold, and there are 15 constituencies. I will project, we won all the 15 constituencies. They could have only projected for a few, because they know what has happened. that the PPP has won more constituencies in Georgetown, and it is difficult to win a constituency. It's easier to win more on the PR votes, but to win a constituency means that in that particular area, you got the majority of the votes, and you will see the evidence of that emerging tomorrow. And New Amsterdam too, it's the same thing. There are many, many areas in New Amsterdam went neck to neck.
Hey bro, what's up?
In what was traditionally where we would get 10 votes
I'm coming back there just
in the
now.
past, in a particular polling place, we're almost getting equal numbers with that in many of those areas. So the results have been great even in New Amsterdam.
Safe.
That's all I'm going to say tonight. I'll take some questions.
So, information just in. Thing a gwan. Them by say. So, the PPP is having Hey, morning, bro.
Good morning. How you doing, my friend?
What am I gonna tell you? You buddy the hate trying.
Okay. I see everybody calling in and they would advise their opinion on the local government election, but I think a lot of people missing the point. The unfolding reality is that if you look at the trend of voting, 2018, 2016, 2018 respectively, Apple won Barticum, both local government elections, right? In this election here, if that is confirmed, PPP has won Barticum in this election. If you do an analysis of the voting pattern in Georgetown, the AP and the AFC continue to lose ground. Right? Look at New Amsterdam, for instance. I think the last time they got how many seats? 10 seats?
Me, know the seats, but I going over there just now. Here what happened with me yesterday. I wasn't very forthcoming with the information. I have never had such an in-depth understanding, and I'm a man of numbers and facts, right? So I had preview of some information that I was studying. Bannister, I watched me and laughing and said, Critic watching this thing for hours and can't figure it out. Because it was charts as to voting patterns and all these things, right? So I try to study it that next year or 2025 come. I must be the lead person. Because Josh Young got 15 constituencies, right? 30 councillors. You got this PR now, and I was totally confused. So yesterday, everybody called me Critic of our information, and I tried to get information for myself, a better understanding of how the political dynamics, the election process works. In the regions, partner, this thing is formula upon formula, is magic. You understand? So I was deep on it and trying to get a better understanding exactly what was going on to be more informed.
Exactly. So this fancy dialogue with the coalition and this preemptive celebration they have, it ain't really making sense. Because they're not looking at the fact that the PPP continue to make significant inroads.
No, but I depend. Listen to me. I depend the same thing, like what the people them depend, right? Personal. I have learned some things, and yeah, no, I can't. Because of my close proximity to Barajagio, right? I can't say that I ain't got insight. That's the first thing. No use we play the game. I can say I'm not politically aligned. But if you have the opportunity to get an in-depth understanding of the thinking of one of the greatest politicians, do you turn up that opportunity because people would say it's the PPP? You understand?
No.
I have the opportunity to have insight. I am telling you, this morning about 2 o'clock. I said, Bano, me understand you Matsin. These people ungrateful. You understand? I get 2 costs. And the man went on to explain, buddy, this is how this thing is work. You understand? In any case, you got to do. We promise to do generally, so we always do. And the man show me what? Sophia, we get 500 votes, say, where we only had 400 votes. That's game changing.
Persuaded.
Huh?
There's 100 more minds persuaded with the progress.
That's how they doing the maths. You understand? Again, we doing we maths. Man, yeah, you, yeah, me. You understand? Now, I can tell you, with all the big singing and so what going on with the PPP and the big crowds that they're getting, Jagdeo had one plan. I know, but hearing, but that's steady. Because they say, what you gauging for? Where you going? His plan was to grow by 10%. It so happens that they've grown by more than that. Now, if you had in Georgetown, they have grown in their capacity by 50% because they had 7 seats and they gave about 3 or 4 more.
All right, let me look at this. 2015 election, we're talking about the national election, right? And I'm not trying to contradict the discussion here right now, but I'm just using an example. For example, right? In 2015, the PPP got 60,000 votes, right? In 2020, they would have got, no, in 2015, they got 70,000. And in 2020, they would have gotten 80,000. In 2011, they got 60,000. If you look at APNU would have gotten 114,000 votes in Region 4 the last election. If you do that, PPP 80,000, which is a 10,000 increase compared to APNU, 114,000, APNU would have lost.
No, well, here now, me know where you're pulling them numbers from, but just so I go in and get the numbers and show that. Because what they're considering to be a win, right? And, bro, it is what it is. It's not me, you job. It's not my job or your job as citizen to worry as to what the PPP or the PNC win. In this whole fight that the PNC and the PPP has, for voters, everybody gaining. Streets go do thing happen.
Good. Understood. But
yes, sir.
These numbers that I just shared with you, trust me, friend, I did extensive research.
No, me going and get the numbers just so me been study some numbers and I forget to put the folder in my bag. Right?
Good.
I was studying some numbers, statistics at the highest level. And them numbers are wrong. Because all them are doing, I could tell you, I want a video all the time and show you all what they're doing. Them man sit down all the time. What going on there? Bam, bam, bam. What's this? What's that? Whoa. With a level of calm, I sit down and I can't partner. Where's these program by? You understand? I specifically did that yesterday. To get people calling me, messaging me, I say, yo, me got no information. Because I was trying to understand the dynamics of election, not from a PPP or a PNC perspective. I get it from a PPP perspective because it's them only the PPP opens up itself with a level of transparency to get somebody like me, a man will attack anything and say anything, let somebody like me in. You understand? But I had insight. I sit on one man laughing at me and say, watch your long critic reading the paper. You can't figure it going on. But they had, what was the total number of votes?
You lucky
how much they win?
Insight. But APNU ain't got even foresight. You hear what I tell you? You lucky. Give yourself a proverbial tap on your shoulder. You got insight.
Look at this. So they got 2 o'clock today. We got a press conference. The PPP is going to be holding a press conference. Right? But I going down there now and start giving some insight as to what results come out. Right?
But one of the things I want to ask you before you come off this phone, when this thing all over, this local government fiasco.
Put back this thing, let people them see it, and so they could be prepared for it coming up.
Yeah, this local government thing, whenever you get an interview with the vice president again, I want to be on the panel, my brother. Trust me. You know what I'm telling you? I don't receive no special inducement from the PPPC, and I don't do this thing because I want something from them. I'm being real with you. The prudent stewardship of the economy right now, excellent. And one of the things Mr. Barrett would have done, the local content law, which gives custom brokers in Guyana 100% business, yes, I'm happy with that. So people being give me 40,000 over there, according to Flapnu, 40, 50, 60, at least it's better than a 5,000, a box of cook up and GT beer.
Well, here what happened now. Let me tell you something. This has shown, and I can be public, the PPP choose and Barjagyo choose their words eloquently, and because outside of the voting game, there's a psychological game that's being played here that continues to throw the PNC into confusion. But I could sit here and say that a lot more needs to be done. I don't like how TBN presented yesterday. We didn't have enough information. I think the guys did extremely well, right? Because we put up interviews with people. Them guys edit videos, went out and did interviews, and they edit videos and all them things. So TBN did extremely well. Like the PPP is saying, they did extremely well. But I see, we got news van, we got set equipment. I have so much more capacity now. I realize that I too have to do more come 2025. And I gonna kick into high gear from immediately right now today to make sure TBN.
Why? If I could get, let me tell you something, brother. I am a stand supporter of the PPPC right now. I don't have a party card. I think I supposed to get a party card, but I never really go back and check for it or anything. But I want to be more involved on the campaign trail with the PPPC, and I'm not doing it for money, sir. I'm making it clear.
Where's your area?
I'm Timeri North, right? They have been I would say we in abeyance right now in terms of our status, because remember before 2015 the government wanted us to move, but then after the PPP returned to office, they have gotten a more moderate response to us, more favorable to putting in lights, water. Well, water started putting in water since in the previous government time, right? But we want to vote in local government elections, right? We want to be a part of the NDC. We still under the CDC, right? I would like you to come in this area, Dave, pay us a visit, highlight some of our concerns. I mean, most of the people in this area are blue supporters, but then me...
Nonetheless, you gotta highlight everybody's concerns.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Well, the point I'm trying to make is that I want to look good as well, because I want to see more done in my community. In the respect that the PPP is doing nationally, they have done a good job, excellent job. But I think we have elements within, like activists, who try to promote more of a pro-PPPC support base, if you understand what I mean. And I think as Guyana, we need to be more holistic and realistic. And just as how the PPP would have garnered votes in Sophia and many stronghold of the AP and UAFC, I think that could be the reality, or that is the reality across the country. But more so in my area, you understand? I want to see more development in my area. But that doesn't say I will bash the PPPC, because we have persons in this area that the only thing they look at every issue through a racist lens. You understand? They don't look at it through a realistic lens. It's not like me and you who think impartially, if you understand. right? So,
Well, I could tell you, I only last said a man telling this man here is a mercenary, right? A man watching me and said this man is a mercenary because they know me you can talk anything but me do anything. I don't care what your customer will say. When it affect me money, I start tripping. I start tripping, you understand? Because me is all about numbers. If it affect me money, I start tripping. Here, we talk. I got cover some other things we talk, bro. See. So this thing we're coming up here might be a little surprise. Just for y'all to know, you got tuned in 2 o'clock. Because the tone from last night to now change. Right? The tone, the results and everything, 2 o'clock. I feel Jack Dio got some tricks up his sleeve. So you got tuned in 2 o'clock. Let me hear what's going on. Yeah, I'll do up a flyer and make sure posting it down at 2 o'clock. The People's Progressive Party hereby invites members of the media. But do up a thing with Jagdio because it's Jagdio gonna be doing the and I could tell you from the tone, I think like something going on. I'm going on there right now, and I'm gonna be giving you guys information as I get it. And I too am trying to get a better understanding. But what I'm saying, looking at this thing holistically, I realize that TBN has to do more. We got to do more with getting information to the people. I got to reach out to the opposition. We have to have more programs that will deal with lies, whether it's the PVP or the PNC, right? Addressing these issues because people are looking for somebody. And I'm seeing that now, the importance of getting the information. How do we get that information fast to people? And I can tell you, we're going to be doing immediately all that we can do to make sure you get, information is forthcoming, information is factual, right? And I'm seeing a great need and a great demand because the PNC played a dirty campaign, racist campaign game. Right? And people did not address it enough. The PVP day was busy taking votes and walking on the ground and going getting people out for vote and all them things. No. You understand? So there's a need, there's a demand for better services in the media area, and TBN is going to take the first step and get that adjusted. Right? So I want to thank you again. Now, here I'm telling you, 2 o'clock, you can know when I'm, but before that, I'm heading down to Freedom House right now, and information. Yesterday, everybody waited for get information because being in government and, the main political party, they have all the information. A lot of media persons was down there hoping to get information. But them banning ain't giving you no information unless they get it right down. APNU holiday win, Bartica, they win Madia, this and next year here is tie. You understand? They win everything under the sun. Next thing you hear is lie. Right? So it's funny that they got come out and say, man, no worry, me wife, you understand? Me wife not gonna give me blue. I highly unlikely me wife can give me blue. Right? So there's the situation they're in, and they've been posting. If you go to their page, now let's go to PNC page. Let me go to their pages and see what they're saying. What they say yesterday, right? So APNU AFC. So they come out in the pages, APNU AFC. Thank you to all the supporters, local government, election watch, election update. This was the updates. So we win. Right? This was the updates. So this is all the wins that they It's just 22 hours ago. PNC page. Let me see PNC page. Let me see what it's saying here. Oh shit, their page get hacked. Their page got they can't even keep the Facebook page to themselves. The page get hacked. Funny. APNUAFC. They claim to have one Bartica. They claim to have one Mad. Yeah, they got it on the different pages. And next thing you hear is a different story. So you gotta make sure you got the information. Me yesterday I study the numbers to get a better understanding of local government elections in general. All right. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in and look out for the updates as I bring them, as I get the information. Thanks once again. Have a great day.